The 2002 World Cup winners were a Brazilian dream team, with Ronaldo, Cafu, Roberto Carlos and Ronaldinho. But the glue that held the team together was their attacking midfielder, Rivaldo. Elegant and controlled, he was the logic behind the Brazilian magic and flair. So when he was subbed off at the 72nd minute for a young kid from Sao Paulo in one of the easiest group matches, the move seemed a formality. But what it really gave us was a glimpse into the future. Rivaldo Vitor Borba Ferreira, or Rivaldo, was replaced by Cardo Isaacson dos Santos Leite, or Kaká. As a child, Rivaldo was so poor that he had to walk his frail and bow-legged body nearly 25 kilometers to get to practice. Malnourishment caused him to lose teeth, but his greatest loss was that of his father, who died in a road accident a year before he signed his first pro contract. 10 years later, a rich family in a lavish Paulista villa in Gama gave birth to a boy his brother would later call Kaká, because he couldn't pronounce Ricardo. Sao Paulo was his training ground that would eventually lead to international stardom. Rivaldo's had a tough road. 14 teams in just over 20 years, with longer stints in Spain and Greece, peppered with shorter ones in Brazil, Italy, Uzbekistan and Angola. A Ballon d'Or with Barcelona, a UEFA Champions League with AC Milan, but also a host of club titles in places the media has left alone. Kaká's approach is more organic. AC Milan paid 8.5 million euros, and while some would make fun of his name, Kaká would silence them by leading the Rossoneri to a Serie A title, the UEFA Champions League and a FIFA Club World Cup. But his best year was in 2007, when the departure of Andrei Shevchenko liberated Kaká from his midfield role and enabled him to unleash his relentless forward progression and powerful shot. Kaká won the Ballon d'Or, was named FIFA World Player of the Year, and seemed destined to be a symbol of the club. But Silvio Berlusconi is a man of business, and money talks. The rich kid went to Real for £50 million. It was a long road to acceptance for Rivaldo, who was booed so heavily at times by his compatriots that he threatened to never wear the green and yellow again. But his nation thanked him for doing so in 2002. He led his team to their 5th World Cup triumph in what was a truly defining moment. His ability to shine amongst diamonds, leading coach Luis Felipe Scolari to name him the best player in the tournament. That was despite a ridiculous act when a ball hit him in the thigh and the pain magically transferred to his face. Turkey's Hakan Unsal was left with a red card, and Rivaldo was left as the poster boy for diving. Twice voted his country's sexiest footballer, Kaká is married to his childhood sweetheart Caroline and has 2 children. He's modelled for Armani and Adidas, been on video game covers, and was named an ambassador against hunger for the UN's World Food Programme. Rivaldo has opened an evangelical church and is investing his salary in humanitarian initiatives. He's the president of Mogi Mirim, his poor childhood team, and dreams of ending his career back in the favelas he ran away from as a kid. Kaká, the rich kid, is the Brazilian Beckham, but Rivaldo has done all his talking on the pitch.